Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how to paint painting by numbers in freestyle way. We all know the usual way how to paint it. You just taking the proper number of color and painting. But borders we have, they are too visible, and our painting will look not really natural. So I have two brushes, small one for small details and big one and big and flat. And I'm going to use this big brush because the areas I have here, they are big enough. This is a very small paint by numbers, and I have a very less amount of paintings of colors here, and of course, as usual, I want to start from the petals, but to be honest, I think this is not the proper way. I want to tell a little bit about painting I have here today. This is a Russian company Art Venture, and this is a mini painting. We have here a mixing of colors, and we have a key for mixing. It's very easy and very easy to check what paints we have to mix. And for the pink colors, I will need to use number 5 and 6 together. But from the start, I'd recommend to complete the background first, because this way if we not completed the background first, after we will need to repaint some petals. So let's do the proper way. Let's paint first background. Art Venture told us it's just a light creamy yellow, but I don't really like the flat colors, and I want to invite you to color this painting in the freestyle way. What it's mean? It's mean we're gonna mix colors just right on the canvas. And I don't like too accurate style of painting, so as you can see, I'm doing different different movements to make interesting and not boring background. Dyes I'm painting today, it's matte acrylic, and it's just the same as we have in dimensions sets. That's why I actually like it, because it's looking, in the end, matte finish looking very gentle and very soft, and it's looking very nice in any interior. This color, number 6, for background, it's a little bit, I'd say, transparent, so you have to be sure you covering all numbers we have on a canvas. This is this paint by numbers. It's canvas on board. It's just a normal canvas on board. I want to add some color number 1. This very shiny green, because as I said before, I don't like flat backgrounds. I really want to make something interesting. I like this style of painting, and if you paint in this style, as you see, I'm not trying to be very accurate, and it's a giving artistic looking feeling to just a usual normal set of paint by numbers. I'm gonna use palette, plastic palette. It's flower shaped, and I'm mixing a little bit using the key on a paper I have from the kit. And this is a pink, light pink, but it's not, I'd say not really pink, because I'm mixing with the yellow. It's more creamy, and as you see, I'm not following, I'm not making borders very visible between areas. And as you see, the movements I'm making, it's very light, very light, and it's have to be almost the same as you trying to blush your cheeks. If you're using blushes, for example, right? You're not pushing too hard. You're just making really soft movies. That's how it's have to be. Again, I want to tell you more about Art Venture. I think they are great. They are making very good quality of paint by numbers. They are maybe a 40-50 size, maybe more expensive than a usual Chinese paint by number kits, but the quality way better. It's first it's about canvas, and here I have choice. I can use the normal one, a canvas on the frame, but if I want to save a little bit of money, I can choose canvas on board. It's not the same as dimensions have. It's not texturized board, artistic board, or it's calling carton. It's a really canvas. It's just placed with a glue on a board, so it's a really normal canvas, and the painting looking in the end looking exactly as a normal paint by number we have. Also, I very like the size I have now. As you can see, it's calling mini, and the size it's not usual one. It's 16.5 centimeters and 13 centimeters. But maybe you saw another company from China, Hobart. They have painting by numbers 10, 15, and those kits looking really smaller than this one. And if you want to make a gift to someone, I'd say better choose this size, because it's looking more presentative, more better looking, and pack. I can't miss. I can't not to say anything about packing. Art Venture making a really great packing. They're using artistic paper, craft. It's calling a craft carton. It's brown. Those brown looking, very wide one. Their boxes open as a book, not a usual Chinese one when you're trying to check what they have inside, everything falling down. No, this pack you're opening as a book, and everything inside safe. And also from backside you can push and make a mini I don't know how to say, Molbert, it's calling in Russian at least. I think it's not a Russian word at all, but it's a very useful thing if you want to present this painting without frame to someone. You can just use it to place painting on the shelf, and it's just in the pack. You're pushing, you're getting a shape, and that's it. Also, their big packaging for painting by numbers 40-50. They have their box for brushes, the same way to make, and a palette. Very, very nice. They ArtVenture really care about us. As you see, I'm continuing with my painting, not really following sharp edges, but in general I'm using just the same colors as needed. But I'm mixing colors a little bit on my brush. I'm not cleaning brush too much from colors, so they are mixing just on my brush, and colors freely mixing together on my brush and on my canvas. That's why rose looking very soft and natural. Of course, would be great to check how rose is looking before you starting to paint, or if you will try to use this way, try to check. Maybe you will find original painting from your paint by number, or maybe you will find similar, for roses for example, similar photos. We have lots and lots of photos of roses in the internet, and more you know about object you painting, better it's looking in the end. Even if you are not experienced artist, not experienced painter, each way you, each time you trying to make better, each time you making the next step, jumping higher than your head, let's say like that. And my roses in the middle, in the center, see, almost done. I'm checking key again, and I will mix more light pink color from this last part in the middle. As you see, I'm just taking color straight from the small boxes and just mixing on the rose. I think rose is absolutely universal motif, universal picture or choice for everyone. Especially a red rose, it's possible to give to my mom, for example, or for grandmother, or for girlfriend, and even, to be honest, any any boyfriend able to make the gift for Saint Valentine's Day from this kit. It's just need 45 minutes to paint. It's possible, again, it's possible paint straight by numbers, and you will get the roses exactly as we have printed on box. This box and in front of me, it's a box, it's picture on a box on the front cover, and it's very nice because it's full-sized, very easy to find what color you need and how it's looking in the end. ArtVenture have lots of these mini paintings now. They have cars and some child motifs like octopus. It was very funny. octopus with the musical instruments. Really lovely, really. And they have little animals, and they have all their colorful seria, which is cat and lion and lots of other paintings. And I really hope they can send these paintings worldwide, because they are unique. I'd say they are unique, and they are really great quality. They have a matte colors, as I said, but if you see the white box in front of me, round box, it's varnish. So if you don't like matte finish, you can varnish with this liquid, and you'll get in the end satin finish. But I want to warn you, you have to check how well you cover every numbers and lines, border lines on your paint by numbers, because any varnish, absolutely, even if it's a spray, or for example, I'm using professional spray for all my paintings, and it's just the same. Varnish making all mistakes more visible, and after you cover it with the top layer, you can't really repaint anything on it, because it's just not right. It's possible still, right? You can repaint and cover with the varnish again, but we all want our paintings stay at least for a couple of years, right? So let's follow the right way of using. After finishing layer of varnish, it's no any repainting anymore. So just be sure, right? Be sure you done everything well. Also, I can tell you, if you're not sure about matte colors, you can use water. Spray some water and check if numbers showing up, if anything underwater. You know, this sprays for flowers, spraying just the water. Try it, and if no any numbers showed up, you can use normally you can use finishing layer, top layer. My rose is going on, and let's check what we have now. I'm almost done. I just now want to add some details. I like this petal going on us, and I want to maybe make it more light, add more pink like this, and also I want to show you I'm taking a lot of dye and covering canvas with a lot of dye. If you will make too thin layers, they will dry too fast, and you will be not able to mix it really right on a canvas. Just don't be greedy. We have lots of dyes usually. And look, I'm using dry brush. This is a dry brush I just used, those green one, and I'm with a very tiny movies I'm making stripes. I'm helping to acrylic to to mix more gently with a very soft, with a very tiny movements. See, and it's really going well, because dyes there is a really really big layer of dye, so it's not not drying too fast. As you see, background, I started from the background. It's up right corner, and the yellow dye, it's now lighter and lighter because it's drying. But if you will place too thin layer, it will dry in 30 seconds. So don't be greedy. We have a very small size and lots and lots of dyes. So put everything brush can take from the jar, right? This is the way how to mix. And if you will check paintings painted with a palette knife, you will see there is lots and lots of layers, and they are really hard. They are really big. To be honest, I even tried to use these dyes with palette knife, and they are good. They have a good quality. And it's not making any those small crackle looks like those crackle effect. It's not like a gouache. A gouache, it's not acrylic one, but just looking the same. And some Chinese fabrics, I had one set, Chinese no name. They put in box, in paint by number box dyes. It was marked as acrylic, but it was just a normal gouache, which is not water resistance. Imagine that. So I don't know, it was a really bad quality. Now I started really care about who producing, because in our stores here, paint by numbers became very popular. In almost in every store about handmade, you can find these sets, but most of the time it's no name, or it's have a name Paint Boy. But Paint Boy, as I know now, it's not one fabric. It's at least 5 or 6 fabrics, small companies who making paint by number kits named Paint Boy. So I had lots of these sets, and some of them was not acceptable quality. So I just stopped to paint it at the moment, and my last couple of my last paintings, they are Mingley, they are art venture, and now I have a plate in mind. I want to try plate again, because really a long time I didn't check what they have. Now I have a new set. My rose is almost done. And what else I wanted to say? This size of this paint by number, it's not usual. You will have some issue with the sizing, because frames we usually have in stores, they have a different size, or you have to cut it, or you have to watch my next video, and I show you how to put not usual size and usual frame. It's very easy. I'll show you how to make a passepartout. Yes, we will sacrifice a little bit of details from this rose, but in the end, every painting looking better in the frame. Every painting. Sometimes I like to turn even this small size for the big eye, it's sometimes not easy to turn the painting, especially if it's a big one. I'm almost done with the rose, and I'm happy enough with it. I think it's looking alive. Just maybe some details, but in general I think it's time to move to the leaves now, because it's always a risk. Do too much. Sometimes it's hard to tell yourself stop, don't do anything anymore. This is the only, I'd say, realistic and natural, this small painting by number from the Art Venture. All others, they have colorful animals. I hope they will product more. I'd like to make at least, for example, to have at least a leaf, or something else to make a set, triptych or maybe a diptych, because I think for interior it's just a perfect one, because even in you can place it in a room for the children, because for example I have a daughter, right, and she is 13, so she already grew up childish paintings like baby creatures or something like that. Her taste changing and became more adult, and now she started to like roses and flowers and realistic paintings. So I'd say it's a good choice for a girl room, and it's not a big one, so you can find a place for it even in a small flat. I like the idea now, painting going into the usual people life, because for example 50 years 100 years ago, paintings was available only for people who had free money. I mean, not a free, who had enough money to spend it on art, for art. And art wasn't cheap at all. For now, you with these sets you can make really great paintings without being a really artist. You can create it in your weekend. It's unbelievable easy now. This painting by numbers. And if it's a small size like this rose, it's taking, from me, it took 45 minutes. And plus 15 minutes I spent for framing, to make it framed. And in 1 hour I did the real looking, very nice gift. Of course, the rose, it's painting, I'd say, for adult woman, right? But again, it's can be a very good memory card, a gift card, postcard, and even as I said before, even a boyfriend can do it for a girlfriend. And I like this way how art now going into the people life, because now it's everywhere. I'm checking Instagram. I have lots of friends who painting in free time. It's not a job for them. It's just a call of soul, right? They want to paint with their I don't know, with their inspiration from the life. And now we have so many ways and so many styles and so many materials. You can use a chalk, which calling pastel. You can use acrylic, as I'm using now, or you can use oil painting, and everything now so easy. You just buying starting kit and making. Nothing can be easy, really. Now I'm painting leaves, and again I'm mixing in this free way, freestyle mix. Not cleaning by brushes, just taking dark green and light green, and now I can see this work I like. It's showing good. My kids want to try another motifs from the art venture, but I'm not sure what to buy now, because the amount of these small paintings really getting big. Sometimes people don't want, at least girls I know from our community, they don't want to try new styles of painting on a big pictures, on a big paintings, because it's risky. It's too risky. You can mess the painting you're doing. But this small sized, they just provocate me to try something new. For example, when I first time started to use a palette knife, and to be honest, it was a really, really long time ago. I used it on a very tiny or very small sized canvas on a board. And if you will check your local art shops, they have very small sized and very cheap canvas on a board. You can take even, I think, 6x6 centimeters, this big, and it's very nice to try something. If you would like to frame this size without cutting or without hiding some parts, please check my next video. I will do it just the next one after this, and I will upload it together today. For a normal size frame, I will hide small parts of this painting with a passepartout to make it good looking in a normal frame. But if you don't want to hide, don't want to use the way with a passepartout, usually we have a baguette shop. It's a French word, baguette. It's long planks of wood or plastic, and master can cut it and to make a frame with a custom size. But here it's I'd say it's too expensive, right? Because I have lots of paintings, and I like when they have frames. So I'm usually checking IKEA, because IKEA have a very good quality of frames, but the size is always the same. So, for example, for this painting, IKEA frames not fits, because we have here 10-15, it's too small, or 13-18 size, and it's too big. So for size 13-18, you will need to cut passepartout, and I'll show you how to do it in my next video. It's very easy. It's taking only 15 minutes. Let's look how leaves going. It's almost done, and I'm now trying to make, more color variations. You can see how actually I have on a lot of brush on my a lot of dye on my brush. It's mixing on it freely, and try everything you need to do with this way of painting. It's follow the natural lines of leaves. Try not to I saw it a lot of times on master classes when people coming and trying for first time painting by numbers. What they doing? They painting around on a following border around, and after they painting middle part of area. Try not to follow this way, because I'd say it's a dead end. Proper way, I'd say, and it will follow you, it will lead you to your own painting. It's a following natural lines of petals and leaves, natural lines of shapes. If you're trying to shape something spherical, for example apple or a bowl or cup, try to move your brush as lines going on this object. Then your mixing colors will natural looking on the object, and your hand will remember how you move. And it's just a training. You can after you will paint 10-15 paint by numbers paintings. After this amount, I think it's around 1 year, you will feel inside you are ready to try something your own, right? Maybe it will be a still life, or maybe it's a landscape view, but your hands will remember how to do it, how to move the right way. If you will check internet master classes, and I really recommend, even if you're painting this small rose or another small paintings, or maybe painting for child room, try to do it on artistic way. Check how masters do. I'm really happy, to be honest. On next week, a very famous artist will give us a master class. His name, I'm not sure about my French. Here we call him Jean Yanchik. It's a French artist, French painter, and he painting French Provence landscapes, and he is a genius, I think. And I'm really happy because I signed up. and I got invitation, and it's for free. He will demonstrate how he painting with a palette knife. Even if you just trying, even if you only following numbers, try to look how other people do, how other artists do, and how they mixing, and how their hands holding, even how they holding brushes, because the final looking really depends from on it, how you holding your brush, how you putting dye on a canvas. It's everything important, and better your final result, better you will have a wish to continue to paint, because more good words we hearing about our work, more inspiration we have inside, and more wish to paint we have inside. That's it. I think my rose finished, and only a framing I have now, and I see you in my next video.